All right. So I want to talk about. Let's talk about. Since we were talking about biting, let's talk about biting in a general sense because I think it's come up in the news recently. We had Future talk about how he wrote that "Drunken Love" song for Beyonce and Jay-Z, or Jay-Z's on the song, but the reference track had what appeared to be maybe Jay-Z took a bar from it or something. And
not Jigga.
Yeah, and then of course in the comment section for our Kendrick video, somebody wrote the quote, how much Biggie's rhymes gonna come out your fat lips, and I guess he was trying to say it kind of like everybody bites, but that's a diss. And it's not okay to bite. That's not. He wasn't saying it's okay to bite. He was saying that it's like it's a.
If Jigga did it, it's okay. He's whole.
Yeah, no.
The Rock.
It's not okay to bite, and it's not okay to. Drake, is our biggest rapper at this time, and we're constantly getting reference tracks, and I feel like this is just becoming a thing where we hear these reference tracks. We have accusations of people. Are they writing their music or not? A lot of the, maybe some of the, even Nicki had, ghostwriting accusations, all these things, who's writing their rhymes? It's not okay to not write your rhymes.
Come on, man. We know the deal, man. They got people hip hop is big now. And they write the records in every other genre. Mariah Carey don't write her records all the time. Whoever else these other singers are, they don't write their records.
Nobody writes their records. Yeah.
So hip hop is the only one where they have to do it, where you have to do it to be authentic. So people not doing that, man. Some people is gonna get their records written. They're gonna have ghostwriters. Other people gonna have hired writers and acknowledge, look, I'm not out here to that. I'm not out here to be the best rapper. I'm here to let you see my butt. I'm gonna twerk. I'm gonna show you all of this. You're gonna think that I'm so great. I'm gonna do some Instagram model stuff. You want to see me perform on stage, and that's it. I mean, come on, man. Beyonce is not writing her songs, or most of them. I don't know how many she writes. I don't want to crap on Beyonce, but does Beyonce have a top voice?
Yeah, she has a top voice.
Does Beyonce have top songs? I'm about to start hating.
Come on.
The hate is coming out.
Beyonce
For real, you relax.
Beyonce a top
definitely
singer?
trying to get us
Beyonce
canceled.
a top singer?
Yes, she's a top singer.
Here we go.
She's a top
Singer of what?
vocalist. She's a top tier vocalist.
Stop that. A top tier
canceling
vocalist?
us right now.
Yes. Yeah, you gonna get the Beehive on this, man.
Come on, Mr. Baldy, please stop.
I need to hear the songs where Beyonce has some top tier.
What do you mean she has plenty of songs and she's
Beyonce
belting out notes? Hold on, my wife is a Beyonce fan.
If you say so.
If I ask her what's her top singing song,
Beyonce can sing. She's not a top voice, 100%. She can sing though.
I didn't say she can't sing. Wait, no, hold on, no, no disrespect.
So
I'm not trying to disrespect Beyonce. I never said she can't sing. I said, is she some kind of top vocalist?
Okay, you want
she would
She's
say
a
that.
top performer.
She's not, Whitney Houston, if that's what you're saying. I don't.
Of course she's not Whitney Houston.
Okay.
She's not Mariah Carey.
She's not Mariah Carey.
Okay.
She's not a top vocalist. I don't think that she
all right, well, as long as that's established that they
But
got
how
singers,
many other? We just named.
they got
We named
singers
two,
and they got singers.
we just named two of the best. I mean, how many other? How many other women are you putting ahead?
You are making this worse. You're making this worse.
I don't know, man.
Nah, we're good. Beyonce is not a top vocalist. That's fine.
Okay,
we
cool,
can agree on that.
I don't agree.
But these are the people that look. That's the type of people that you gotta relate this to, especially like we talking about that Jay-Z and Beyonce album. Like what album is this where he was getting bars from Future?
Yeah, what's the
Drunken Love was on her own.
Oh, that's on one of her albums. Yeah. So is Jigga getting on there trying to bar it up?
No.
I mean,
are we judging them on what is the see, that's the thing. Like he coming on there trying to make the hit R&B hit or the pop hit.
Yeah.
So is that the same thing as a rap song where we expected him to get on there and bar it up?
No, but still, plenty of rappers have had R&B features. All right, so let's see, we can't. Plenty of rappers have R&B
they're featured on an R&B song.
Featured on an R&B song. This happens all the time. R&B singer has a rapper.
It does.
Okay, it definitely happened a lot in the past. All right,
it does.
okay.
But are they supposed to be making a pop hit? Because Beyonce
they're
songs can't
supposed to just write
good
their
for
own
R&B.
rhymes. That's all I care about. I don't care if it doesn't have to be the most lyrical thing in the world. Just write your own rhymes.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing when we come into it. Because hip hop's so big, like you get on the song Beyonce don't want to hear. Well, I don't know what is she
miracle.
Looking for?
She don't want to hear that.
She can write.
She looking for whatever he memorable for people to repeat in their car.
Exactly.
And we're talking about
he can do that. He's done it.
She wants
Instagram
captions
that they could say in their car while they're singing along, and they can feel like they're down with the right. So is if Future's gonna have probably some more of those than your boy Hove. And so people if Future came up with that, because I'm not surprised that Jay would take that. I don't know what the line is for people, man, because like that's a pop song. Like that's a song that's supposed to blow up on the charts.
You're
so
right.
How am I supposed to judge it?
I don't know how we're supposed to judge it. My thing is just okay. As a rapper, okay, you're right. When singers, their talent is, like you said, their looks is part of it. Their performance is part of it. And then of course their voice is their main. Those are their talents, right? Looks, their performance, their voice. Those are their three main things, right? If they can write music as well, that's just an added bonus, but that is not required to be a star as a singer or R&B artist or any of those other things. Any other, not all, country singers don't all write their own music, all these people, right? But with hip hop, it's another interesting thing about this website as well. They also had I'll share my screen again, and they had this shows the breakdown in different genres, just random samples. It took 500 random samples of different genres, and you can see that the unique words in a country song is much lower than hip hop. Hip hop is the most wordy of all genres, and the talent of it is in the writing of it. It's not about you can have
how well you carry a tune.
Right. So
that's no longer true, man. That's not true no more. All of these melodic rappers, that's proven that that's not true. There's melodic rap for a reason. They're trying to become more catchy and more. Everything is an IG post. If you can't post it on Instagram, they don't want to hear it. If you can't dance to it on TikTok, they don't want to hear it. You stuck in the old ways, dog. You the only one still worried about lyrics. That's not a thing no more. People don't care about that no more.
So you know what? It was on the Math Office podcast. I think it was 21 Savage said similar things. Even like the Baby came on there and said some similar things. A lot of these newer rappers say similar things. They're not trying to be the best lyricists. They want to sell records. And I get that. That's fine. Go ahead, do you. All right. But then when we talk about, because when we start having these hip hop conversations, all right, then you want to be treated as a pop star or a hip hop artist, because the same rappers, when we start talking about best MCs and top hip hop artists, they want those accolades.
Jay want to be up there.
Jay
when he dropped the verse this year, a mid verse, they had breakdowns on every channel talking about how dope the bars are, but he got to get bars from Future. You would think that he could get on the track with Beyonce, lay down a quick 16 is nothing to him because he's Jay-Z, supposed to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, right?
Yeah, yeah. Drake wants to be up there. He consistently is having rap beefs and stuff like that. Of course, he wants to.
He can't be.
But he wants to be.
Same.
He can want to be all
the
he wants.
Same.
He can't be.
Y'all sound old. That's not true.
You don't think Drake wants to be known as a great rapper? You don't think he wants to be known as a great rapper?
He's going to be known as a great artist no matter what.
That's
okay.
We're not talking about that. You don't think he wants to be known as a great rapper?
No. He wants to be known as a great artist.
That's
not true. Otherwise, he wouldn't make
100%.
the songs like the the 5 a.m. and those timestamp songs where he's just rapping or barring up the track. He wouldn't make all the diss songs. He wouldn't have so many rap beefs. He wouldn't do all those things if he didn't care about actual rap.
Correct.
That's not true. None of that you said makes sense to me. What do you mean? He would
not make songs where he bars the track up if he didn't care about rapping. He bars the track up many times.
Like he said, he's never going to make a fully rap album because that is not something that moves him.
Fear.
It's always going to have singing on it. Whatever you want to call it. I don't care what you call it, but that's directly proving your point wrong. He doesn't care enough to make a 100% a rap album. He's not going to do that.
Okay, but it doesn't have to be 100% rap. I mean, listen, that doesn't mean, okay, loving two different genres is not the same as not caring about one. Like, the thing is, he loves two different things. So does Fonte. So does Lauryn Hill. Okay, but we talk about Lauryn Hill as a great rapper, even though she made an album that was mostly R&B. Okay, and
all the people that you think are great are gonna say Drake is great.
They might say Drake is great, but I mean, why would you not? Like right now, is business better? Your business is better to say Drake is great.
Whatever you want to call it, when they put out those lists,
I don't know what
Drake
they say.
Is always going to be on the list. So
no, maybe when they talk about 100%. Best artists and stuff like that, but when they talk about top lyricists, when other rappers talk about
when you say lyricists, there's only so few of them. People don't care about that. That's what I'm saying.
Rappers care about that. Other people care about that.
Rappers care about it.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yes, they do. They do.
They don't. Obviously, they don't, or they wouldn't put it.
That's not true. We can tell by their actions.
There's very few artists, though, lyricists who care about lyricism, but that's one of the smallest segments in hip hop.
I would disagree for several reasons.
I think you disagree.
Why do you think these people come to and try to get on the track with a West Side? Like, if they really didn't care, they would never try to rap with him. They would never try to get on a song with Benny. And they do no
Benny
sales.
Don't.
There's no sales coming from getting on the track.
Exactly, and he gets no big features. What are you talking about?
But then why Drake got a song with Benny then?
Okay, that's the only one. That's what I'm saying. Drake.
But that's what I'm saying
with these old people. Always gets with these people. Always.
When?
Always. What do you mean? Drake
gets
with every up and coming artist every time, single time.
He has a lot of records with a lot of
non-rapping.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So Benny's non-rapping? Is that what
I'm trying to tell you? How many times I seen Drake get on the track and bar up the track with other bar rappers?
A lot of times.
Never. He doesn't get with them. What do you mean? He's not with Black Thought. He doesn't get with Black Thought. He's not getting with.
Oh, you mean like them? No.
Exactly.
But hold on, he's not. Yeah, not
because
like
he doesn't
that.
care about.
But I'm talking about. But he has tons of tracks with Jay-Z. He has songs. You know,
anybody with fame, he's gonna get with.
He get on the track with Jigga to wash him. The Jigga's washed.
Yeah.
Jigga is washed.
Okay, okay. Look, so the thing is, I think Drake clearly cares. Otherwise, he wouldn't let the people who diss him. It wouldn't bother him so much. He wouldn't have to respond. He wouldn't have to respond to Meek Mill. He wouldn't have to respond to Pusha T. You wouldn't go all that way if he didn't care about the rap stuff. He clearly cares about the rap stuff. He took J. Cole on stage and was talking about how he's one of the best rappers ever. After J. Cole said he dropped that song where he said that he had the bronze. They threw the bronze at him after Drake and Kenny and all that stuff. And Drake constantly is commenting on hip hop. I mean, I just.
He clearly loves hip hop.
They're not in the same lane. Yeah, exactly. He loves hip hop, but they're not in the same lane. It's not the same. But he wants
respect amongst hip hop rappers, man. He wants respect amongst the greatest rappers.
And he has it. Nobody's leaving them off of their top 10 list ever. Stop it. None of them. None of them.
You don't think
none of them?
None of them are putting him on the top 10.
I don't think none of them.
They're all on
the list.
Okay, I've never heard. I watch interviews with
constantly. I never see them name him as some kind of top rapper.
Exactly. Never.
Now, when they say who you want to get in the studio with, they say Drake because they know this song gonna make a bunch of money. But I never hear them say. Every time
they say Drake is goated, whatever. We don't.
He is goated.
Whatever.
He is goated.
He is goated. Exactly.
At rap.
So I don't understand the conversation, like nobody is naming. If they don't name him, it's because it's already understood where he's at. They're not ever discrediting him. They're never like, oh, he don't write his music. I don't F with Drake.
But they
never
do.
say that.
Every
They
time
have
he
done
gets
that several
this, that's exactly what they say. That's exactly what Meek Mill says. Exactly what Pusha T said. Come on. I mean,
And we heard
right.
the reference tracks.
Yeah, we get sidetracked because the point of it was we're talking about biting. Is it okay? And I think Drake has made it.
Biting is not okay.
I think people.
I think it's very okay.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, it is okay for people that don't want respect in hip hop. Hip hop is a culture. It's not just selling records. But selling records is going to help you out. You could sell more records.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I think that's not true anymore. I think that this is what I'm saying. Biting is okay. No,
people don't respect the culture, man. If they don't respect the culture, then that's their business, man.
Right. So people
that's like
love
people that
Drake.
say they follow certain religions, but then they still run out here and do stuff that's against that religion. They might say they with that religion, but they not. Just like people that say they with hip hop, but they not.
I agree. I think that's a great analogy. I agree that I think a lot of people, but I think we got to make it clear that Biden's just not okay in hip hop, and we got to stop, putting people on these lists if they're gonna bite. Like we got to make it clear.
Who's making them lists, man? We talking about publications, like Hip Hop DX that didn't put Nas on it as one of the top rappers of the year. Like, come on, man. These publications is trash, man. Like, you talking about the Grammys? Like, what list are we talking about? We're not talking about no list that's credible from people that love the culture, man.
And especially everything nowadays is everything. All the music is going back to the 90s. They're all taking the same samples. They're all taking the same thing. It's over. That's what I'm saying. People don't care about biting.
I wanted to talk about that too.
I disagree with that completely. Biting samples is bad for producers.
Yeah, exactly.
The producers is trash.
We need to start talking about the producers too.
But it's
you just when you jack a sample of a hit song that everyone knows, and you just make a new song on top of it, and the only reason people want to listen to your song is because it's the exact same melody, exact same beat. Now you just have hi-hats on it, you have the trap drums on top of it, as some old 90s hit. That's lame. I'm sick of all the artists that do that, all the R&B artists that do it, all of the rappers that do it. It's trash. I
hate it as well, but it happens all the time. Obviously, it's doing something for everybody else. I think we're in a minority by hating it. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be getting traction because they keep doing it. R&B does it. Hip hop does it. It just over and over again. You hear old classics constantly.
My thing is, man, you got to pay homage if you're gonna bite. I mean, like it's supposed to be, you give respect to somebody and not just jacking their whole thing. Important. Yeah, originality is supposed to be one of the most important factors in hip hop. That's to me.
In hip hop culture, originality is still one of the most important things. There's certain things you can sample, but sampling is one thing, but just completely biting the whole thing is a different thing, man. Like people gotta stop, but too many cats out here give it a pass, say it's all good. We could bite. We could have ghostwriters, reference tracks floating around. It's trash. It's trash. Yeah. People don't love hip hop like that, man. They say they love hip hop, they don't love hip hop, man. They like rap music. They like being involved, saying they lit, but they don't love hip hop.
Right, and so for all the people quoting or commenting in the comments saying everyone bites, everyone gets inspiration, or
you don't love hip hop.
Nas disses as a justification for biting. I got a quote from Fonte, one of my favorite rappers is, I agree that everybody's a biter, but if he Xerox a style, then that's infringing on my copyright. And that's not, it's not okay to just carbon copy someone's stuff. There's a difference between taking taking inspiration and carbon copying someone's stuff. It's not all right. And we got to stop it. So, let's see.